Well, this is the first speech, or let's say he's leading the Friday prayers for the first time after 8 years, and he usually appears in the Friday prayers when it's, let's say, a significant time, and he wants to give a important message to the public and the country. And this, I think, the message was that he wanted to say that those who came to the funeral ceremony of Qasem Soleimani, and he used the word millions to say that they are Iranian people and not those who that they tore the picture of Qasem Soleimani in the protests. And as expected, he supported the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps in his speech, saying that they are warriors without borders and they have humane motivations. On the other hand, he also referred to the plane crash issue, the Ukrainian plane that crashed in Iran some days ago, and he said that it was a very tragic incident, but he also added that the enemy, meaning the United States or some other countries, used that incident in order to put pressure on the Revolutionary Guards as well as on Iran. So it seemed that he wanted to have a wrap up of the issues which happened in the past days in Iran, supporting the Revolutionary Guards, and saying that the other countries, meaning the United States and the West, is putting pressure on Iran.
Okay, so lots of accusations to the United States. Let's talk about this plane crash issue. There's lots of anger out in the streets, and we're seeing this because there are many protesters still out in the streets of Tehran. Is today's speech by the country's supreme leadership going to ease this anger?
For some days, people were unhappy because they thought that the government wanted to lie to them about what had happened. And this happened as a result of the delay in informing the public about the real cause of the crash, which was it was hit by a missile. And this was a blow to the social trust in the country. And I think the leader felt the need to come to the Friday prayers in order to assure people that an important thing had happened, which was firing missiles at American base. And then he wanted to say that this situation, meaning the making people to believe that the government had lied to them, he tried to portray this as the efforts of the enemy to uh, uh, undermine what the IRGC had done by attacking the US base. And whether how much of impact this will have, I think this might have relatively some impact in the society, and we have to wait and see in the coming days that how much of impact it will have in the country. But he felt the need to come, and I think he thinks that he can make some impact by giving the speech himself personally.
The Ayatollah talked about the country displaying its unity and magnificence. Talk to us about what the feeling is with regards to the unity amongst the streets. I mean, is there a unity that one can refer to?
Well, I think this indicates to a point that after the protests in Iran, there seemed to be somehow people, being in a divided situation between the elites and the public. But later on, when Qasem Soleimani was assassinated, that made people to rally around the flag, and this brought a kind of unity. But in the aftermath of the plane crash in the country and some protests against the government, some got the feeling that maybe that unity is gone. And by his speech, I think he wanted to make sure that that unity is in place. And the people who came to the ceremony, they were millions, and the people who protested, they were just some few people. And he wanted to say that that unity is not gone, and people need and are united in the country.